Hello, welcome to the channel Darkness to Christ. In today's video, I want to talk about how we should embrace the darkness. And this video is for anybody depressed, suicidal, and needs hope. This video will help you out. Now, let's take the example of a caterpillar. Caterpillar is born into the world as a caterpillar, happily living its life. And when I researched into it, one day the caterpillar stops eating and goes into a cocoon. Now, the caterpillar itself probably doesn't have an idea what's going on. And all of a sudden, it is surrounded by darkness. And after a while, like humans, when they're surrounded by darkness, probably gets depressed, probably wants to die. It hasn't got a clue what's going on. It thinks it's the end. But then one day, a little prick of light will come out. And all of a sudden, it comes out of this cocoon, but it is born again as a butterfly. Beautiful butterfly with wings to fly. Now, the interesting thing is this transformation is what humans need to go through and what I call being born again spiritually. And the message of the caterpillar brings is that there's hope in the darkness and there's meaning to the darkness. And actually, it can be one of the best things to happen because it transforms us. Now, interestingly, as I said, the butterfly will stop eating, which signifies fasting. And also when it's in darkness, it becomes still. And whilst it stops eating and becomes still, it goes through a transformation process where the creator gives it wings to fly. And that signifies us being born again spiritually, and we have spiritual wings. That's why it's important. And that the process of becoming born again involves fasting and becoming still or meditating. Now, the difference between the caterpillar and us humans is the humans we have free will, whereas caterpillar is pre-programmed. The creator's pre-programmed the caterpillar to go through this. It has no option. It doesn't have the free will. Whereas humans, we have to choose it. And it's very important that we choose to be born again. And it's something that the darkness can provoke in us. Now, what also happens is many caterpillars will die before becoming butterflies. And it doesn't mean that they're going to be punished if we put it into human terms, but it means that they'll miss out on the blessings of becoming a butterfly. So as humans, if we choose not to become born again, or we just don't realize that within ourselves, we're not going to be punished in eternal hell, but you're going to miss out on becoming a butterfly, which in human terms means you have the blessings of God's love in your life. You'll have no fear of death. You'll live your true purpose. You'll have the joys of the Holy Spirit. So you're missing out on that. That's what you're going to miss out on if you're not born again. So it's not a punishment, but you're going to miss out on all the blessings. Now, also in the process of the caterpillar becoming butterfly, scientists discovered that if you distract the process, it stops the transformation. And that's why with humans, you should enter a process of fasting and meditating, becoming still, and keep going with this process. Don't get distracted. And eventually you'll become born again. Something will change within you. I don't know exactly what happens with the Holy Spirit is activated in you. That's what I think probably happens. And then you'll be healed of your blindness and you'll be able to see spiritually. But it's very important not to get distracted. So don't commit suicide. Don't start doing drugs. Don't start doing alcohol. Don't start getting involved in fleshly things. Stay focused on the spiritual life. And then once you're truly born again, you can start rebuilding your life, but with the purpose that's guided by the Holy Spirit within. Now, also, I think this is a very good example of being born again compared to religion. Now, religion is purely a belief system, whereas being born again is an actual transformation. See, the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Now, religion is the caterpillar seeing a butterfly or seeing the process happen and being, wow, that's crazy, and then believing in the butterfly. So let's say that the caterpillar sees a cocoon and a butterfly coming out of the cocoon, and it worships the butterfly. And then the butterfly comes along to the caterpillar and says, no, don't worship me. You need to go through the transformation process yourself. And then the caterpillar won't truly understand it until it becomes transformed. And similarly, if caterpillars didn't see it and a butterfly was to fly down to a bunch of caterpillars and say, hey guys, I used to be a caterpillar just like you, they're going to think this butterfly is absolutely mental. And in the same way, when you're born again spiritually and you go to people and say you need to undergo a spiritual process and you'll become a child of God and you'll receive all these blessings, they'll look at you like, that's a load of rubbish. The spiritual side is a load of nonsense. It's all a bunch of hocus pocus. But it's impossible for the butterfly to explain to the caterpillar. The only thing the butterfly can do is tell the caterpillar to be transformed. And that's why I don't tell people to believe in religion. I tell people that they need to be transformed and they need to fast and meditate. So if you, for example, let's say fast 1 day a week and meditate every day, or just be in stillness for 15 minutes every day, maybe first thing in the morning, last thing at night, eventually transformation will take place. And then you could maybe up the fasting to 3 days, do a 3-day water fast. And it will detach you from the fleshly world and you'll become attached to the spirit and to God. And the final point of the video and the purpose of this video is for anybody in darkness, you have to understand that there is hope. And when you're in the darkness, just like the caterpillar, it thinks it's the end. But what you don't realize is that something amazing can come out of the darkness. So this is a message of hope and of perseverance. And that I'm trying to tell you, hang on in there and things will get better. And you will be transformed and live a wonderful, wonderful life. And you will understand that there was purpose to the darkness. It wasn't just a torturous process put there to torture you, but there is meaning to it. That's the end of this video. If you like the video, like it, share it with anybody who may be in darkness and to give them hope. And God bless everyone. Goodbye.